NBA enters 2016 political fray. LGBT rights versus racism, Atlanta versus Charlotte. NBA enters 2016 political fray. LGBT rights versus racism, Atlanta versus Charlotte. Thank you for tuning in to Laurel at the Black Political Buzz Network. On this video, I want to discuss the recent controversy regarding the NBA All-Star Game that is to be hosted in the city of Charlotte, North Carolina in 2017. And the recent controversy surrounding the governor of North Carolina, Pat McCrory, after he repealed the LGBT bathroom sharing ordinance that the city of Charlotte leaders rammed through despite voter opposition of this ordinance. And also regarding controversy of the mayor of Atlanta, Kasim Reed, in the city of Atlanta, trying to steal the NBA All-Star Game from the city of Charlotte, which is to be held in Charlotte in 2017. So let's review all these topics all in one video, because they're all related. These topics are all related. Okay, in June of 2015, the city of Charlotte won a bid from the NBA to host the NBA 2017 All-Star Game in the city of Charlotte. Hosting the 2017 NBA All-Star Game in the city of Charlotte was a great business move, and it was a great boost to Charlotte's economy, because it's going to bring in a lot of tourism, a lot of money into the city of Charlotte, which the city of Charlotte needs in order to, help create jobs for that region. Atlanta also bid for that, but it lost, and I can see why. I'll get into that later. And now in February 2016, the city of Charlotte, the Charlotte City Council members, they rammed through an LGBT bathroom sharing ordinance, which would legally allow men who want to be women to enter into a woman's bathroom and use it, despite privacy concerns. This ordinance, this LGBT bathroom sharing ordinance, will also allow women who decide one day they want to be a man to enter into a men's bathroom, despite privacy concerns. So this law was rammed through, and this law also would allow boys who claim they want to be women or girls to use a girls' locker room in a school. This ordinance will also allow girls who claim they want to be a man or a boy to use a boys' locker room, like in a high school setting, for sports purposes, for sports and gym, PE. So despite privacy concerns and safety concerns, the city of Charlotte didn't even care about safety, privacy, concerns. No. Children, young kids, teenagers, women being raped by men who claim they're gay, vice versa, lesbian women suing the city of Charlotte and state of North Carolina, claiming they were assaulted by some man after they would have gone into a men's bathroom. The Charlotte City leaders didn't even care about all those concerns. All they were doing were trying to repay some political debts. All the members of Charlotte City Council, including the mayor, were trying to do is repay some political debts, because the majority of all the Democrats on the Charlotte City Council, their campaign coffers were supported by wealthy LGBT donors, or wealthy Democrat donors who support the LGBT movement. And the reason, I told you all before, the reason why I, a black citizen in 21st century America, why I do not support the LGBT movement, is not because I'm homophobic. I am not homophobic. I told y'all before, I have a niece who's a lesbian, and I love her unconditionally. I have a niece who is she's an open lesbian, and I love her unconditionally. I don't support her lifestyle, but I love her unconditionally. So I don't hate gay people, or people who claim they're gay, or claim to be transgender, or claim to be lesbians, even though I don't believe you were born that way. I've told y'all before that I don't support the LGBT movement because of this reason. I did not ask to be born black. Now, I love being black. I love being a black woman, a black citizen. But I didn't ask to be born black. I was born black. I didn't have a choice in the matter. But if you are a woman, and one day you decide you want to be a man, that's a personal choice, because God didn't make you that way. God made women. God made women, and men. He made Adam and Eve. That's it. It's in the Bible. I don't care what y'all say. I believe the Bible. He did not tell a woman one day to turn into a man, and God did not tell a man one day to turn into a woman, or tell somebody they can be both, transgender. That's a personal lifestyle choice. Being gay, lesbian, homosexual, transgender, that's a personal lifestyle choice. But if you are born black or white or Latino, Hispanic, or Asian, or, that's how you were born. You didn't have a choice in the matter. The civil rights movement that happened years ago under the leadership of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, that was because black people in America did not have human rights. We were human beings, but the United States government did not allow us to have human rights because of the Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation, which was an executive order signed by Abraham Lincoln after he was assassinated for allowing slaves to be free. Then Congress, they ignored the Emancipation Proclamation, and they said, we're going to make black people slaves again in the United States. That's why they killed Abe Lincoln, because he signed that executive order, the Emancipation Proclamation. That was not a congressional law. That was an executive order. After they assassinated him and killed him, they decided they were going to make us slaves again. That's why they also killed JFK, because JFK, John F. Kennedy, wanted to help black people. They killed him too. So Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we know why they killed him. Same reason. Malcolm X, we know why they killed him. Same reason, to help black people have human rights in this country. Well, Barack Obama Jr. and George Soros, they decided black people don't need to have human rights. Let's just do away with civil rights. Let's just make up some LGBT rights and give gay people who say they want to be gay, lifestyle choice they make personally, not biologically. Let's give them rights, and let's do away with the civil rights. And so now, if you're black in America, you're expected to endorse the LGBT gay movement, gay rights movement. If you're black in America, you are no longer allowed to openly endorse the civil rights movement. As a matter of fact, the majority of all the civil rights leaders who were still alive, they're now dead. The majority of all the civil rights leaders who were living when Obama came into office, they're dead. I did not say he killed them. I repeat, do not go out there and lie on me and tell lies on me and say that I said he killed them. I didn't say that. I said that the majority of all black civil rights leaders who were still living, they're now dead. The only one I know of that's still living is John Lewis, and John Lewis out of Atlanta. He endorses and rubber stamps all of President Obama's agenda. Everything President Obama says, John Lewis endorses it and rubber stamps it. And anybody who speaks out against President Obama, they get their mail messed up. John Lewis, I know what you're doing. But anyway, so the Charlotte City Council rammed through this bathroom sharing ordinance despite concerns of public safety and privacy rights. So North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory, whom I have not always agreed with. I repeat, whom I have not always agreed with. But in this instance, I do stand with him, and I admire his courage. I admire Pat McCrory's courage. He repealed that ordinance and made it so that no other city in North Carolina can ram through such an ordinance. And he said that let the voters choose this. Let the voters decide, not the city council members in North Carolina. Let the voters decide if they want that kind of ordinance to be passed in their city. Well, because of Pat McCrory repealing that ordinance for Charlotte, now the city of Charlotte leaders and these LGBT gay rights advocates and the mayor of Atlanta, who we all know is a Hillary Clinton supporter, they're trying to steal the 2017 NBA All-Star game from the city of Charlotte. This is all a political fray for politics to help Hillary, because Hillary has a lot of LGBT gay rights advocates backing her candidacy. So it's all about politics for 2016. It's also about helping Atlanta to bring more money to their city, even though the city of Charlotte is a better venue for the NBA All-Star game. Now, I know many of y'all think that, oh no, it should be Atlanta. Let me ask you a question. Have you lived in Atlanta lately for a period of 3 to 6 months? Unless you have resided or lived or stayed in Atlanta for the last 3 to 6 months, you don't know how the real Atlanta is. Before you say that Charlotte is not a better venue for the 2017 NBA All-Star Games, before you say that, please come and stay and live in Atlanta for at least 3 months. And then you will see which location or which venue is the better venue. Atlanta is all black, and they treat their own black people like trash. Atlanta is a heavily populated city with black people, and the black leaders treat the black people here like trash. Atlanta is a very dirty, nasty, filthy city full of crime. Potholes everywhere. No healthy food. Finding healthy food in Atlanta is like finding a needle in a haystack. I repeat, finding healthy food, including farmers markets and restaurants that sell healthy food. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. But you can find healthy food all over Charlotte. You can find healthy food all over the city of Charlotte. And Charlotte is a relatively very clean city. There's more crime in Atlanta than it is in Charlotte. Yes, it is. I didn't say Charlotte was 100%, crime free, because it's not. We know that it's not. But the crime rate in Atlanta, oh my God. And Atlanta is filthy. Even the hotels are not clean. They're not. Even the hotels downtown that you pay over $100 a night for are not clean. I know because I stayed in one. I've stayed in them. Downtown on Peachtree Street, over $100 a night, and filthy, dusty, dirty. Yes. So before you say that Charlotte's not a better venue for the 2017 NBA All-Star Game, think again. Come to Atlanta and stay 3 months. And the people you see, what you see on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, that's not real. What you see on the Married to Medicine, that's not real. What you see on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, that's not real. Less than 1%, I repeat, less than 1% of all the black people in Atlanta live like the black people on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Less than 1%. The majority of the black people in Atlanta, the majority of Atlanta black citizens are living in poverty, abject poverty, and crime-ridden areas. Charlotte is a better venue. The NBA needs to leave the NBA All-Star Game in Charlotte where it belongs. The NBA needs to not enter and not be dragged into this LGBT political racist fray. Adam Silver banned Donald Sterling for the right reason. Now the LGBT rights advocates are trying to make Adam Silver, stand up and say, well, you did it for you banned Donald Sterling for racism. What about the gay people? You banned Donald Sterling for, racist remarks. What about the gay people? It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. NBA, Adam Silver, leave the NBA All-Star Game in Charlotte, and please have a backbone. Don't be dragged into this 2016 political fray for 2016 politics. Please stay out of 2016 politics. Leave the All-Star Game in Charlotte. Thank you for tuning in. We'll discuss this more, and goodbye.